Contact customer service.
Okay, so I found it, and really, this is just carpet. It's kind of newer carpet underneath the bed, and it really struggles with new carpet, but there is no reason that thing should have gotten stuck.
Task resume. Wheels unable to move. Please remove obstacles tangling the wheels.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with the wheels. So what you just witnessed there was the Narwhal Flow 2 unable to navigate the carpet in my home. Hello everyone, I'm Just a Dad, and this is Home of the Honest Review. So I did purchase the Narwhal Flow 2 with my own money, retails for around $1,600. Wow. It's a flagship robot. So it was unable, the wheels are unable to get traction or navigate my carpet. My carpet is pretty standard carpet, nothing too special about it, and it has the same error code that the original Narwhal Flow 1 had. I'll show you a little clip of that from that video also. So this robot vacuum cleaner is not going to be a recommend from me. It does excel with mopping. Obstacle avoidance is pretty good. Navigation pattern still lacks a little bit in my opinion, but not being able to navigate carpet successfully is just going to be a huge downfall in my opinion. Now, I do have a robot that I'm going to show you right here, the Roborock Curve 2 Flow. If you're wanting a robot that is a mop roller, and this has several features that the Flow doesn't have. It's got a cover that goes over the mop roller. I do think that's a must with these mop rollers because sometimes when they're on your carpet, they can drag it on your carpet. It's got LiDAR navigation. But the main thing is it's able to navigate the carpet very well and clean the carpet. So I've already finished up my 3-month real world testing on the Curve 2 Flow. It's not the most amazing robot in the world, but it's one of the highest recommended robots for me that actually is a mop roller, which is what the Flow is too. It's a mop trackpad. So it's got really good obstacle avoidance. I'll put a link to this in the description and on my website, justadadapproved.com. So if you purchase the product off of my link in the website or in the description, I am an Amazon affiliate. The product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. So again, I usually try to live with these for 3 months. The Narwhal Flow 2 could not even map my home. The Flow 1 at least mapped my home. It wasn't a very good map. It couldn't clean my home. I simply could not get past the mapping. I spent over a week and a half carrying this thing back to the dock, contacting Narwhal's customer service. And when I contact them through my personal email. I don't contact them and say, hey, I'm a YouTuber, my Narwhal Flow's not doing well, because they're going to see that differently. So I contact them because I purchased these with my own money. So I follow that path. Like here's who purchased it. It's just a random email. It's not like at YouTube or anything like that. So they're not going to know that it's a YouTuber that's contacting them. I want to get the real world customer experience that you would get, just like me, because I did purchase this with my own money. So went through a couple email exchanges, just like I did on the Narwhal Flow. And pretty much they're saying that this is going to be hopefully an update fix. There never really was an update fix on the Narwhal Flow 1. They did fix the black carpet issue, but as far as navigating carpet, it really has to do with these wheels. And that leads me to another point with the Narwhal Flow and Flow 2 robots that I don't recommend is their default carpet setting is to cross. And that can be very confusing for people when they get these robots because it'll map your home and then it won't clean your carpet unless you go in and change the settings, which I do find that to be, I would rather that setting to be, hey, clean. If you're a vacuum, you should be able to clean the carpet. So again, the Narwhal Flow 2 is just not able to navigate the carpet in my home. And I rarely see this issue with, I've tested over 200 robot vacuum cleaners. Now I haven't taken exactly every 200 robot vacuum cleaners to my home because a lot of them don't make it past the studio. But the ones that do make it to my home, I've seen it in the Flow 1, maybe one other one. I can't quite remember right now, but wow, this is just hugely disappointing. There was a lot of hype. Base station's been redesigned. They've kind of made a light bar on here that does some fancy stuff and all of that. Still no access to the dirty water tank. So Wow, just wanted to get this video out. It's not going to be Just a Dad approved, but again, the Roborock Curve 2 Flow. Again, not perfect by any means, but it's got the Just a Dad approved sticker. We're starting to see the price come down. I think I'm seeing this now under 900 bucks. Maybe I think it's even on sale for under 850 bucks. That's actually not too bad of a price. It is a mop roller, good for pets. The wheels never struggled on carpet. And typically I just don't see that. That's why it's just so shocking. Wanted to get this video. Okay, the Roborock Curve is about finished up with this room. It's got a really nice cleaning pattern. Does the perimeter of the room first, then it goes back and forth in the nice straight lines. Here we can see it did half the room this way, then the other half of the room it did this way. It alternates that cleaning pattern. Sometimes it'll go this way, and sometimes it'll go this way on this side. It divided this room in two itself. It just does a really good job of getting around obstacles, cleaning well. It has a cover that goes over the mop roller. So even if the mop roller was wet, it doesn't drag a wet mop roller on the carpet. But there is a setting to where you can tell it to vacuum before mopping. That's the setting I use. You can find my exact scorecard on my website, justadadapproved.com. That's where you'll find all the review. And unfortunately, I didn't get to the ad versus reality. I didn't get to the cost per month. It's just going to be a not recommend for me. Hassle factor 3.5. I don't like that carpet setting being set to avoid. Mopping performance, that's where it shines. This is actually a very good mopping robot. 4.5 out of 5. Carpet cleaning, 0. Hair tangle test, it's got a really good brush roller. Narwhal has a lot of good things going on with it. That's a floating brush roller. That's excellent for long hair management. No side brushes that extend. I don't necessarily like this feature, how they try to do this. I know they're trying to maybe prevent having more mechanical things, but I think having a brush that goes into the corner is just the best solution. They've got this extra long one. They spin it backwards real fast. I found that there was quite a bit of debris moving around. Obstacle avoidance is really good, but with even the really good obstacle avoidance, their navigation pattern is off in my opinion. In my studio here and in the corner testing, and when I did the fake poop test, the navigation is just off a little bit. It got a little bit too close to it, then it wasn't able to clean behind it. I've kind of always recognized that with narwhals. Their navigation is just not as precise as some other robots. Another little thing they haven't fixed is you can't split a room on a split. It's in the map editing settings. This is I don't say a pretty common feature that other robots can do, but the ones that I recommend, you need to be able to make your map of your home in the app suit your home, have more features that you can edit it so that you can fine tune it for your home. The Narwhal, it doesn't have those fine tuning features for the map. While it does a good job of mapping your home, it doesn't let you fine tune it as much as I would like. So while it mops great, just not able to do carpet. Now, my 2026 pick of the year is the Mova V50. Now, it's half the price of the Narwhal Flow 2. It is spinning mop pads, but I think it does a great job with spinning mop pads. There's so many more advanced features with spinning mop pads that we get. It's not as, the maintenance on it's a lot easier. There's not as many moving parts in my opinion. It's just easier to use, and I think they do a great job of cleaning. Long hair management, we got the side brush that goes into the corner, great obstacle avoidance, LiDAR navigation, and it had no problems navigating my home on the carpet. And in fact, I've bought my second Mova V50. This is the one at the studio. I got one in my home that's constantly cleaning my home. And then I just bought one for my daughter. It's being shipped to her home. I just had to take advantage of this sale under 700 bucks. So I just had one shipped to her home. I'm anxious to see how she's going to set it up. I'm going to have to tell her, set it up, but I'm anxious to see how that goes. So Mova V50, my 2026 pick of the year. So many advanced features and such a great price point. Again, this is Home of the Honest Review. I want to get you the best robot for the best price. I do purchase these robot vacuum cleaners with my own money. I'm not paid by any sponsorship. These are just some of the best robots that I recommend over the Narwhal Flow. So I've had the Narwhal Flow at my house for about 5 days. It keeps getting stuck mainly around the dining room table. Now, it's not like physically can't move. It's saying that the wheels are blocked or something, but it's kind of struggling with this carpet. And this carpet is not super, it's newer carpet, but it's not like super tall. Thanks everybody for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button. Also check out where you can find all my approved products on my website, justadadapproved.com. You'll see a little link to it here at the end of the video. If you click on that, that's going to take you right to my website.